What's going on, YouTube? This is JunebugObama, and I have a special guest on my channel today. Some of you all have already heard of him, and I have him on the line right now. We're going to do like a little interview thing here. This should be enlightening. Just to give you all some backstory on who this guy is, I did a video a while back called The Stink of Low Self-Esteem, and it was all about this guy. His channel here on YouTube is Jambrandon531, and he's basically a guy who has had some issues with women, but he really has a hard time handling rejection, and he's down on himself, and he keeps trashing himself, saying that I'm not worth shit. I'm just a pile of shit. No woman will ever want me. I have no swag. No women like me. Blah, 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 blah. He just goes on and on and on. And I've been talking to Brandon a handful of times because, you know, I was concerned about him because sometimes it sounds as though he's extremely down on himself to the point where he can't recover from it. So I just had to really just talk to him, because when I see somebody hurting, I, you know, instinctively want to help. But I'm thinking that it's no way in hell that this guy could really feel like this about himself. So I just wanted to talk to Brandon and, you know, get his side of the story. So, Brandon, what's going on, man?
Really what's going on with me is just the things that I've been through as far as, you know, women are concerned. It just seems like other guys, they don't really have a hard time like I do. And I understand everybody's been rejected. Everybody gets rejected.
Right.
But when it happens a lot of times, and, you know, when women, you know, just don't seem like they see you. Mm-hmm. You don't even think women notice you, or don't even think, you know, that they actually know that you exist, you know, and things of that nature. But
well, the thing is that it's not the issue that, from my perspective, I understand you going through that, because as young men, some of us go through that. Some guys are what we call natural. Some guys just naturally know how to get women from day one, right? And right. They just always, from kindergarten on up, just have that knack. They can just attract women. They know how to make women laugh. They know how to get women in bed, whatever. And then some of us, we have to work on that. But my issue with you is the fact that you keep trashing yourself. You keep saying, I'm a pile of shit. I'm no good. No woman will ever want me. And my position is, as long as you say those things about yourself, women pick up on that. They can tell that you're a negative person. They don't want to be around you. So you, in essence, are making this happen. That's a part of why it's happening, is because you have this nasty attitude. So for me, if I was going to give you information on how to get women, first we have to kill that attitude. And I've talked to you a couple of times and gave you a pep talk, and after I gave you the pep talk, I'm thinking, okay, this went really well. He seems like he said that he's not going to do any more of these videos trashing himself. And then, damn, if I don't turn around the next day and you got another video up saying I ain't shit. Now, what's going on with that, man?
Right. Now, as far as me making videos like that, you know, saying things like that about myself, is because I'm always seeing women. Like when I'm at work, I'm always seeing women. Okay. And every time I see women, that's just a reminder to me that, you know, I'm not a cool dude.
Why would seeing a woman remind you of that? Or make you think of that?
Oh, because I know I can't attract them.
Well, don't you?
Because I know if I was to probably talk to her, she probably gonna say I'm a homosexual.
What? Wait. What? You've approached women and they said you a homosexual straight out of the gate? You haven't had that happen, man. Come on. You're just adding these fat. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Well, women, I know they think I'm gay.
How do you know they think that? You a mind reader too? You ain't shit and you a mind reader. How could you be both? How could you be ain't shit and a mind reader? If I was a mind reader, I definitely would be the shit.
I done had some women say that.
You had them say what? That they think you're gay?
Women say voice sound gay. I don't know how your voice sound gay.
How did your ego become so fragile where you get hurt and devastated and destroyed over every little thing a woman says? Why would you give a woman that much power over you?
I'm not gonna say I'm giving them power over me.
You are definitely giving them power. They could, you say that you look at them and it reminds you of your inadequacies. That's giving them way too much power. They don't even have to walk up to you and say, Brandon, you ain't shit. They just, all they have to do is appear and you're devastated. That's giving a woman way too much power over you.
Yeah, because that's why, like, sometimes I don't really care to go to clubs and stuff or bars, because every time I see attractive women, it just makes me want to say something bad about myself.
And what do you accomplish by saying something bad about yourself? What does that do? How does that help the situation? How does that help change the situation by saying, you know, I'm a pile of shit? I mean, are you just venting, or is it that you really feel that way, or it's a comedy to get relief over the situation?
It's
Explain
like a sense of relief.
Okay.
When I see women, it irritates me, the fact that I can't attract women. So it just makes me want to say that about myself.
I mean, but is it really a relief, or does it make you feel worse?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. It can be a relief, but eventually, if I keep saying I'm a pile of shit, it make you feel worse.
Yeah. So is there any possibility in the future that you will consider stopping? Because we've already had this discussion offline, and you agreed that you would at least stop making negative videos, and you stopped for a moment because I told you before I can even tell you anything at all about how to act in front of these women to get them interested, before we can pinpoint the things, the flaws and the things that you're doing wrong that's turning them off, you got to change your attitude first, right? I mean, so I think the videos are just...
I just don't understand, like, because I do my best to hide it. You know, and I think I do a good job at hiding how I feel.
Women are very perceptive. You cannot fool them. If you think you ain't shit, they're not going to argue with you. They're going to agree with you 100%, and they can read it they can read it, you know, they can smell it.
Because I try my best, like when I'm at work, I do my best to hide it. And I be smiling and interacting with people, and I tell my stuff in my mind.
Imagine this, everybody. He's smiling thinking, I ain't shit, but I got a big smile on my face. But anyway, is there a chance that you're going to stop making these videos? I mean, do you see that if you stop making these videos that you might be on your way to changing it? Or maybe you don't want to change. Maybe you're just enjoying this time in your life of just trashing yourself. I mean, what is it? Do you want to change, or you don't? Or you just
don't? I want to change. Now, if I was to get a girlfriend tomorrow, I would delete all the negative videos off of my page.
Well, see, that's not going to happen. You know, you got it backwards. You're thinking, I need to get a girlfriend first, and then I'll start acting in a way that shows that I think highly of myself. It doesn't work that way. Think highly of yourself, and then you might be able to attract the woman, provided that you don't do things that are just going to scare them away. So you might have to stop making those videos first, and then work on your social skills to the point where you can attract the women. Does that make sense, or is that?
Right. That makes sense, because I mean, I'm a sociable person. I talk to people and everything. As far as women is concerned, I really don't think that I'm good enough for a woman. I don't think that my personality is good enough for a woman. You know,
right. Well, you can't hide that. If you think that about yourself, you think you can hide that from women. You think that they don't know.
Yeah. Well, maybe if I'm smiling, they can't tell.
At some point, your smile is not going to be able to cover up everything. If you got some things going on inside of your head to the point where you're saying, I ain't shit, and I'll never be able to get a woman the rest of my whole damn life. If you're saying stuff like that, which is not far from what you said in your videos, they're going to be able to pick up on it. You're not going to be able to fool them on that one. I mean, women are very, very perceptive.
These women can read. Right. They can't read my mind.
They can't read your mind, but the fact that you don't have the level of skill and experience. See, there are some guys that can cover up things with women, but these are the guys who are players. Just like there's guys who, I was just reading about a guy in the UK who scammed all these women out of money, and he was lying to these women and telling them, oh, I'm a doctor, I'm this big prestigious person, and then he was swindling these women. So he actually could hide the truth about himself, and it was because he had years of experience and interactions and sex with women. He had done the trial and error stuff. And personally, I don't think that you've done that. You know, as a matter of fact, I know that you haven't, because you've said as much in your videos. You said that, you know, you've never had sex before. You've never had a girlfriend. So you don't really know it. You may not be able to tell, but they can pick up on it. At some point, you're going to say or do something that lets them know that you don't have the experience with women, and you can get the experience. That's nothing to feel bad about. You're 21 years old. You got everything going for yourself. You know, there's a lot of other people that are suffering with, man, they're going through all types of stuff that would inhibit them from dating. And here you are, you know, you can walk, you got your health, you're not deformed, you got everything going for yourself, you pursuing your career. I mean, what really is the problem? You know, I mean, other than the fact that you need to just change your attitude.
Right. Yeah, I guess, because right, that's right. That's really what it is, to change my mindset. But because I do my best to be positive when I'm around women, even when I do feel negative.
Okay.
But I even because I've even talked to some females, and I don't know if they can, because I do my best to smile a lot, hoping that they won't be able to tell that I'm thinking I'm a piece of shit.
Well, again, a smile can only do but so much for you. There's a hell of a lot more that goes along with getting women than just smiling, you know? A smile is not going to cover up all of your inadequacies. It's going to come out in your body language. You know, as I spoke to you about body language, I mean, when you communicate to women, do you look them in the eye? I mean, or are you just looking around or looking at the ground, or are you doing nervous, jittery movements? I mean, how do you act around women? You said that women, a couple of women said that they thought you were gay or something. I mean, it might have something to do with your mannerisms and your confidence level, how you come across with them. Do you think that
because immediately when I get around women, my mind, I just can't shut off all of these thoughts that's in my head. I have some real bad thoughts in my head, thoughts telling me that you a shithead and you a bitch and don't nobody want you. And I just can't get all that stuff out
well, see,
head.
This is my thing. My question to you is this, bottom line, do you want to change? Do you want to get these stuff out of your head? You just may be at a place where you don't want to change, because not everybody, see, people have to want to change, nobody else.
I want to change. I want to be able to attract women.
Okay, well, stop right there. You said you want to change. Now, if you truly do want to change, don't you think that making those videos every other day about I ain't shit, and if y'all think I'm kidding, I'm not kidding, I will never for the rest of my life, if you're saying that kind of stuff, don't you think that that's going to contribute to the negative attitude that's going to block you from getting women? It's going to stop you from changing? Do you think there's a possibility that's going to happen, or no? Yeah. So,
yes.
So now I'm not telling you what to do. We're just having a discussion about it. Of course, do whatever you feel comfortable with. But my take on it is that until you stop making those videos and posting those bulletins, you got a bulletin on your page. We were talking about it before I started talking to you here. And let me read what you got. This is what you got. It's got recent activity. This is on your page. Bulletin from Jambrandon531. It says, I am a pile of cow dung, no love in my life. And then you got, if I go down a little bit further, you made a comment. You says, I know what they think about me, and nice guys worldwide don't give me the runaround. Just reject me because I know I am worthless scum to you women. You saying I am worthless scum to you women. Now you're laughing. So to me, that suggests that this ain't really serious. You really, a part of this, like you said, is just comedy and venting, which is okay. I mean, if you want to be a comedian, be a comedian. I wish you would use some of your comedic skills to attract women. Instead of putting the joke on yourself, why don't you pick some celebrities or pick some situation or something else that you can poke fun at, and you can talk to women and make them laugh. There's an old saying, if she agreeing, she a being, That's what we used to say here in the South. So why don't you use some of that comedy on something else that might make the women laugh other than trashing yourself?
Right. I see really attractive women. I got to get over that. Because every time I see a woman you know, it just makes me want to put myself down.
Right, and that's going to block you because you have to see the woman in order to date her. You know, you have to see her and talk to her first. So if you're going to think I'm not shit as soon as you look at a woman, that's going to destroy your chances straight out of the gate. But you know, all of this stuff is pretty much common sense. I mean, you're an intelligent guy. You know that this is detrimental to you getting women, doing this whole channel. And I'm talking about your channel. And I know this is going to fall upon deaf ears because we've had a conversation along these lines before. And every time I talk to you about this offline, I turn around the next day and you have another video up or some kind of text comment or something saying that I ain't shit. So I'm pretty sure as soon as I cut this off and we end this discussion, tomorrow you have another video posted up. And it's not just me. The YouTube community, the small community of people that have heard your videos and mine. Some people from my channel have come over to your channel, and everybody has been very positive and trying to help you and encourage you and uplift you. And why do you think it is that you haven't just taken everybody's advice and stopped putting yourself down? Why do you think you can't stop doing it?
Well, I think it's really, I'm trying to really figure out what it is. I think it's just something that I think it's something that I got so embedded in my head, it's hard to get out. When you get, I'm a pile of shit embedded in your head, it's hard to get it out of your head.
It's hard to get it out if you keep making these videos, you know? I just want everybody to know before we close this out that, as you can see, I tried, and you all can go over to his page. It's Jambrandon531, and if you all want to watch some of his videos, the videos, don't get me wrong, they're very entertaining, they're very funny but disturbing at the same time. And as long as he's just doing it, you know, for comic relief, you know, we all need a laugh every now and then. If he's just doing it for comedy, that's fine. But if you seriously trying to get at women, you know, this is not going to help you, you know, because I think it's more than just comedy. I think that you really are having these low self-esteem issues, as I discussed in my video. So, you know, that's that, man. I noticed you got a lot of good-looking women you're subscribed to, you know, and I know that you might be trying to get some pity sex out of the deal, but I don't know if any of these women are going to hop on a plane and go give you some to boost your self-esteem. So if any woman wants to do that, please do contact Jam Brandon. And you're going to send them a plane ticket, Brandon, if they want to come give you some pity sex. See, he's laughing. That means yes.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's sad.
What's sad?
Pity sex. I don't think I need to do that.
Hell, the channel you got is sadder than pity sex. You know, the channel is more degrading than having some pity sex. And I'm not, you know, condoning pity sex, but I don't know, it might help you a little bit. I don't know. I'm kidding.
I believe it probably would, too.
Well,
I think that's sad, though.
Yeah, well, it must not be that sad, because you wouldn't turn it down if it happened, though. But anyway, though, we're going to close this out. Did you have anything that you want to say about this that I may not have covered? Is there anything extra that you want to add? Because I've tried, folks. I've tried my best. He has been the toughest person that I've ever tried to help. And I have gotten some results from encouraging some other guys or giving some other guys some tips. I've really gotten some results. But this guy is the toughest guy as far as the self-esteem issue. So, did you have anything you wanted to add or say?
The only thing I wanted to say, I didn't realize I was that tough. You know, I didn't realize I had it that bad. But I know I have to really get it together. It's just that I'm going to have to, even when I see women, I'm just going to have to stop thinking negative, because that's what makes me make these videos. When I see a woman, I just want to make a video putting myself down. And especially if it's an attractive woman.
Okay, so when is the next I Ain't Shit video coming up? Can we expect that in our inboxes tomorrow or next week?
I'm not planning to make a new video saying
okay, that. all right, we gonna hold you to that now. It's not just me now. You're on the World Wide Web saying that you're not gonna make another video saying I ain't a pile of shit. Everybody, you've heard it here.
I best not make one. It's just that I see a lot of attractive women.
Well, that's fine. That's good. That's a good thing. If you're seeing attractive women, that's actually a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good thing, but it's just when I see those attractive women.
Right. Well, you have negative thoughts attached to women. That's something that you got to work on. And in my opinion, again, is that it starts with you need to just stop doing these kind of videos first before anything else can change. So, I hope you work on that. I hope you stick to your word, because you said that you were going to stop doing these videos. But trust me, folks, he ain't going to stop. He's going to be doing another. There's going to be one up tonight. As soon as I post this video, as soon as we hang up this call, he's going to be on his way to making his next I Ain't Shit extravaganza. So that's it, folks. Please feel free to share your comments. And if you want to go to Jambrandon's channel, check him out. Let me know what you think about this. And do you think that this is going to continue? Do you think that he's going to be able to change? Because I personally think that he definitely can change. There's a lot of guys who used to have problems attracting women, but they matured and they learned the skills, the necessary skills to be able to talk to women. They built up their confidence, and somebody eventually, through trial and error and through throwing rice on the wall, some rice eventually stuck and they got them some women. So I don't see any reason why.
It's just really my mindset to why I have rejection problems.
Yeah. You got to just keep at it, man. You got to stop doing these videos. You got to keep approaching the women. And you got to just change up.
I didn't realize that women could actually pick up on the fact that I'm thinking I'm a piece of shit.
Well, we can add, as a matter of fact, we can ask the women here. If there's women listening to this, do you think that it's true what I said, that you can pick up on it if a guy has low self-esteem, if he has some form of self-hatred, if he's not that confident? Let me know what you think about this, and I'll be talking to you all again in the next video. Take care.